Okay. What did you understand in the previous session? Do you have any doubts or shall we start with the games? We'll start with the games. Okay. Now I want to tell you one thing. Today we saw one question, the counseling question. Now we are going to learn about, I'll teach you one more thing. Wrong time causing. Did you see this question?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what did we see here in this question?
We cannot cancel.
We cannot cancel. It's not we cannot cancel. We can cancel.
But we can cancel queens.
Okay. Do the cancel.
But one thing is, after we cancel, it's still in the diagonal of the king. So after we cancel, they move something like this.
That is not a
Both the rooks are attacked. So what we should, for protecting the rook, we move the king here because they can create any checkmate threat because it's straightly in the diagonal of the king. So
Okay.
after we castle the queen side, we should.
Now my point, very good. Nice. Now my point is, now this side we cannot cancel. We saw that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now wrong time cancel. Now we are thinking, okay, let's put our king to safety. Cancel. Now there is one move. The knight can come here. Now what it's doing?
Attacking the both rooks.
Attacking both of them. So this rook is under attack, this rook is under attack. So this is called fork. You have come across the word fork?
Yes, both classes.
Fork means one piece attacking two or more pieces. Generally the knight does that work. Knight will attack many pieces at one time, 4 pieces at the max. It will attack many pieces. And now what happens? You have to save one of the rooks. Which rook you will save? And why?
This.
You will save?
This rook.
Why you will save that rook? Why you will not?
Because anyway, in castling rook, if everything comes to keep a checkmate, the castling rook can block it. But if we keep this in safety distance, checkmate threats can come very easily.
Okay, now what generally they do is they will not take this rook. Generally. But depending on the question, they might take whichever rook. They will take this rook. Why they are taking this rook? They can take.
Because this rook is protected by the king.
I don't think that's the correct answer, but see, this generally what beginners what they do is, and they are playing again before we get to this question, we will do this. Beginners what they do, they will to bring this rook outside. They will play like this. Then beginners, you are more than beginners, I would say. You are playing well. So they'll bring the rook like this, then they'll bring here, they'll bring this. But how many moves it's taking? 1 or 1, 2, so many moves on the pawn. Then they'll come here or here and they'll bring the rook out. But when you castle, the rook is immediately coming out. Can you see? It's coming out.
Yes, but now we can.
Okay, no, you're not listening. So this is the point. Now, this is wrong time castling. Now one of the rook is going. If you try to come here, you will take this rook, and then you can take this rook. Now what is the score?
Bad exchange.
Bad exchange. Or you lose 5 points for 3 points, which is again not good. Whenever you exchange, what is exchange? What is exchange?
Trading a piece.
Trading of pieces, very nice. If you take my queen, I should take your queen. At least we should go for that equal exchange. This is equal. Okay. If I take one pawn, I should take one pawn. So that is how we should plan. Okay. You should not give your queen and get opponent's rook. Now how many points are gone?
9 points.
9 is gone. We get 5 points. So minus 4. So the strength is becoming less. Okay. But there are some games where you can see they will give even the queen. And they will give the queen free. If you take the queen, game is done. checkmate. So you should see every move. When you play chess, what is the first condition I told? I told you something to happen.
Think, take time to do the move.
Take time, think, do not touch any piece. If you touch any piece by mistake, you have to move it. If I touch this piece, I have to move. But now there is no move. So don't touch anything, don't bring your hands. So every move, the opening, there are how many sections are there in chess game? How many different, three variations are there, three different stages are there, what are they?
Opening,
Opening.
middle game, end game.
Okay. What is opening?
Starting of the game.
Starting of the game, up to what? Up to what? How many moves?
Up to at least 20 moves.
Okay. You have any answer?
20 moves.
Okay, there is no limits as moves. Opening stages, you play, this is how generally you should play. Okay. Bring the pawns to the center. Develop knights. Develop the bishops. It doesn't have to be in this order, but you can develop. Then, castle. Once you have come to this stage, your castle and king is safe.
Then lastly, we should develop the queens. Rooks will also be connected.
Very nice. Now, once your rooks, as soon as your rooks are connected, opening stage is over. As soon as you are in this setup or this setup, some may not be the same. Every game will change. Okay, 1,000 games you're playing, 1,000 games will be different. As soon as you come here, you have entered where?
Middle game.
You are entering middle game. Okay. Generally, openings, in the openings, people will not take a lot of time. Why?
Because in opening we have proper principles, so we just
Okay, we have to stick to the principles. It's not, there are the principles, we have to stick to the principles. So if we know the principles properly, we will know what to play, what not to play. So opening principles are, the basic principles are, can you tell me one point? Opening principle, one point to tell me.
develop the pieces.
Develop the pieces. Next.
Connect your rooks.
Before that, you should castle. Connect your rooks after. So you should castle and put your king to safety. Then, very important point.
Control the center.
Control the center. Then, you're not looking at me. Then, there is one important thing which many people make mistakes. Do not bring the queen out early. Has anybody told you that?
Because if you move,
There is no because. There is no because. Do not bring the queen out early. What is the meaning?
do not bring
What is the meaning of that?
because if we bring the queen,
No,
we
no,
should
no.
not bring the queen.
No, I'm asking what is the meaning of do not bring the queen out early?
We are not supposed to bring the queen into the board very early.
Okay, why?
Why? Because if the queen is here and we move the pawn here, then in the opening stage the queen the pieces of queen cannot move in the opening.
Okay, no.
So if they bring the piece and we start attacking the queen by developing the pieces,
Very good.
they will lack
Exactly.
development.
So now what will happen is once you bring the queen out early, the queen will be chased. Or we tell the queen will be getting kicked back. So when you, for example, there are people who play like this. E4 they'll play. Then if it's E5, they'll play the queen here. You know this mate? This idea, you know?
Yes.
Bringing the bishop and checkmate here. You know this pattern?
Yes, my father can.
Okay. This is called fool's mate. Fool's mate means people who are new to chess, they can play this. But if the person is already a big player, what he will do? He will attack the queen. Now the queen is under attack. Now he has developed this minor piece, whereas your queen is come out and it has to go back. Or anywhere it can go back. That can be it. So now we lost one move. We are getting slow in development. We want to get quick development in less moves.
Yeah, so they are lacking development, but we are
Yes.
developing it.
Now you are bringing your minor piece.
We
Yes.
can move, if we move this somewhere like this,
Hmm.
they won't think to take the knight.
Hmm.
They will take our queen, and then when the queens are not on the board, castling we can do it or we don't want to do it.
That is
so
outside.
we can also take, so we can take it.
Okay. Now black cannot castle. Castling is over.
Yes, but
Okay.
when
No.
queens are not on the board,
Right.
castling is.
Okay. I'll explain one by one. Now if you do this move, okay, is this a good move that he did? Why?
Because the queen is pinning.
It's not pinning. Where is pinning?
When it was
Oh,
here.
when it was here, it was under a pin, but it's okay. Now if we did this move, what will white play?
Queen to d.
No immediate answer. We should not give the answer immediately.
It
We should take time.
will take g4.
G4.
Because if
Free
they,
knight.
if they take the queen, they are losing their queen.
That is the exchange. Queen into queen. This is free. You got free piece now. Okay. My point is, do not bring the queen out early. This is very important point. Because many people do this and the queen will be chased back, and go back to the same place. So develop your minor pieces. Preferably knights. The knight can come, I'll tell you, then you can ask me a question. First the knight, then the bishop. Ready to castle. At the same time, sit little back with Darius. Come, okay. At the same time, you should not just focus. My principle is develop your pieces, minor pieces first, then the major pieces. But sometimes your minor, one of your pieces will be under attack. Some will be under attack.
But
Wait, I'm coming to that point. If you urgently, I told you to develop your pieces. For example, yes, play like this. I told you to develop pieces. Okay. Now, if you only focus on developing pieces, there is no point. Because now this is under pin. Pin is pin. So I cannot move this piece. It's a proper pin.
after we castle, before we castle, it's move this here because it's dangerous.
Okay, now that is the advanced stage. Now, see, now what is the thing is, whenever your piece is getting pinned like this, pin means what first of all?
We'll pin one piece. If we move that piece, a bigger value than the back.
Okay, now there are two different types of pins. Did you know that there are two different types of pins? You don't know. Okay, now this is a relative pin. Okay. Now I can take like this. What you will do?
Take a queen.
Take. You will take my queen. Now I will give check. Now what you will do? You have a check. Now what is?
Now we can castle, but
No. What is white's? Don't forget black is maiden. For this check, any option is there? I gave my queen. You understanding? I gave my queen. You took my queen. Then I gave a check.
then when we move here,
It is the one you should tell. It is the only. Can you do anything here? Can you take supported? Now, what is the best move for white? Okay, that is your best move. Okay, next option. No, next option. You are telling take this knight. Okay. That is one move. Okay.
knight c6.
Knight c6. Show me that move.
Attacking the king, attacking the queen.
Then you will take here. It's a little back, Daddy. Come, That is why in chess, You should take time. No hurry. No, you know the question? I gave my queen, which is 9 points, for what? I did not even take a bishop. I gave my knight. I gave this check. Only move. What is the best move for white? And whenever I ask for position, you have to look at me. When I talk this, listen once again. Whenever I tell, find the best move, you should not only look here. You should look this corner to that corner, all 4 corners. Only then you get the answer. So only if I just tell here, don't focus on that. What is the best move for? Wait. Any idea what's wrong? Wait's best move.
Rook into D1.
Rook into D1. That is rook into D1. Okay, that is okay, fine. Okay, now we have this knight check. What happens? Black two. No touch. I told no touch. Never keep on the hand on the. You only tell them.
Checkmate.
Checkmate. So again, this is
So,
called. This is called sacrifice. I am giving a higher piece value for a mate. So when I give big
This
piece.
is what it happened in the leeches.
Okay, let me know.
The problem is that
Uh-huh.
if something is given, the 4 squares only they will
Ah,
consider.
that is
The rest of the board,
You
they
have to every move, your eye should be on the 64 squares. All the 64 squares you should have a look. Not because you know previous move. You actually if you practice, there's nothing going there.
But except
You know you have to listen. Just listen. First, whenever any move comes, here you don't have to think. It is coming out later. But where action is happening, which area is happening, first you have to look at that. Then you have to see whether anything else can be done. Only if you are looking on these 4 places, so you will not do. So now I gave my queen and won the game. Will anybody give the queen? If you give the queen, you should have a reason. Every move in chess.
but just for style, we should not say like, I will give the queen and then.
That will not work. That will not work at all. So whenever you move any piece or a pawn or a king or anything, you should give us a reason. Why? I'll ask you a question. Why? You should have a valid reason. Otherwise, that move is a waste. Every waste move, we are losing the game. Fine. Okay, that's one example. Now, did you have any other doubt?
But one time my father wanted to keep mate and I was, my piece was here. My father straightly moved the queen here. Anyway, he gave his queen for free, so I just took the queen. And then my father was thinking that I can give the king and I can keep checkmate.
Sometimes it
that
will.
didn't work. I kept checkmate. That didn't work.
Now, next point. There is something called okay. Now in this position, there is something called check. Can you see the check?
Yes.
Okay, the check is here. So you should be watching all these things. So you mustn't only focus on one place, all the areas.
In that checkmate.
Okay, check. Okay, and then it's a mate. Fine. Now, how can we stop that checkmate? That's our weakness.
No.
Then, okay, I will have to one second. Okay, one more.
If it takes the bishop.
I have to. Okay, I'll have to do one more thing. Whenever you move a pawn, when you move a pawn, think 100 times. Tell what I said.
Whenever we move upon, we should take 100.
100 times. Why?
If you move this one, what will happen to our pieces?
Okay, why I am telling you that? If you before moving the pawn, it can be 1 step or 2 steps, it's not a problem. Why you have to think 100 times?
We should see if the pawn is getting attacked.
Okay, that is one thing.
Not attack.
Okay, not attack.
If we move here, what they will attack major pieces, white pieces, pieces. What they will attack, we should see that.
Okay, now why you should think 100 times is once the pawn goes front, can it go backwards? So once it's moved, that's one. But any other piece, bishop can go here, it can come here, it can come back. Knight can go here, it can go here, come back. But the pawn once moved, it can never be getting back. So before, that's why I'm saying 100 times, you don't have to think 100 times, but you should keep it in mind. Okay, in this position, what is the best move to avoid the mate immediately? Okay, that can be played.
All this can be played.
That can be played. Then that can be played, but it's not a good move then.
This can be.
Okay, so we have so many options. So now, yes, we're going to one more option. This can be played. Now we have 5 to 6 options already we saw. Which is the best option? See, whenever every position, there will be so many moves. Each position will have 5, 10 moves or 20 moves. In that, 3 or 4 will be good moves. Listen, you don't look at the board. In 3 or 4 moves will be good moves. One will be the best move. Every position, there's only one best move. So now we cannot just tell, okay, he's coming for checkmate. You saw that already. So you cannot just push it like this. Okay. So what we should do is, we should think of all the options, because now we are coming for, he is coming for a mate. Black is ready to mate here. So is this good move? That's a good move.
Yes.
You cannot say keep checking. No. Okay. Next point you should take. Is this a good move?
Yes. If
No, we cannot take knight is attack. Knight is attack. But just in case you want to develop the knight here, not like. No, just tell you, after this position, you are in this position. Now this rook cannot come out. Can you see that? So you want to bring your knight out. What will black do?
will take the.
He will take it. So this is what next level thinking. So you should not. So now you have to think. If I do this, he's going to do this. Now you brought it here. No, you cannot checkmate it. Can you?
No.
Sure. This is the mating spell. Now our ideas to this. The rook is. You have to look here. Ishwar, no. Ish. Okay. Now this rook is sleeping. Can you see it sleeping? It has to be doing some work. Otherwise, no use of the rook. The rook is in the game, but it is sleeping piece. Now, after you brought this knight here, how to bring the rook out? No, let the queen be there. Okay, now why so far? Do you have a reason for that?
Because if we come here, queen is there. Here also, we are just developing the piece, just 2 squares.
Okay.
Here, the queen will just take the piece for free, but here we are pinning the king.
No, chased. Now, chased. Okay, now you are attacking the bishop here, but he can come. He's got a lot of places to escape. Now, what you have done is you have made the opponent to develop his pawns. Now he's developing because he's going to make it. That is what his idea is. So instead of that, you can just push it. Safe. He's got a support. Can anybody touch your bishop? Pawn is there. Safe. This is what you have to do. So you mustn't think next move only. You should be always prepared for next 2, 3 moves.
But if we play here, then here we play here, the opponent will.
He's got, opponent's queen has got so many squares.
Yes. So they will move here for.
For what?
They will move here.
They can also come here, attack this pawn.
If they can come to here,
They will take this pawn. Then they will take this pawn.
or else, then they for protecting this pawn, if they take
The rook and keep here. They will take the rook.
they'll take the rook and keep checkmate.
So it's not checkmate. Rook, come, then checkmate. Okay. Why I am showing you this is any piece or pawn you touch, think twice where it has to go. So this is why I told this move was a bad move. After the knight came here, now it is safe. The queen was here. This square is safe because knight is controlling. So instead of going here, chase, go back, chase. Then you come and attack the queen, queen can come and simply sit here. Here no support. So always our pawns and pieces should be supported or connected. Understood? Now can you save this pawn? Can you save this pawn or not? This pawn?
But there's one way to save, but it's
How? Then
and really it was not done something.
how are you going to save this one? One pawn is gone. With one pawn you will win again. All we need is one pawn extra.
Because if we lose anything, we can promote the pawn to the.
Okay. Now how to save this pawn? Is there any way? No. Only way to do is this.
But the rook is
But
going.
the game is getting over. So we should always see the back rank weakness.
But now we know they are coming in that move. If they play here, we
We'll take this. We'll take the knight, no? If you play here, I don't want your pawn, I want your knight. 3 points. Got it? So why I want 1 point? I want more points. Okay. These are simple things you should answer. So don't be in a hurry to move when you easy. And always be back rank weakness. Now the back rank is safe because the queen cannot come anywhere. If it comes, we will capture. Okay. Now, what are our rules today?
control the center.
Develop the pieces, control the center, do not bring the
Queen
pawn out early, do not make,
illegal moves.
okay, that is understood. Do not make unwanted pawn moves. Before you move a pawn,
Do not make blunders also.
blunder will come later. Okay. Do not make pawn moves unnecessary. Because before you make a pawn move, think
Twice.
100 times. Okay. Now we'll start a game. I'll go for an example for a game and we'll see how smart you think.
With this,
I will tell you now, we'll learn about the clock. Okay, so today we'll almost be thorough for tournament play.
because 1.5
I think this battery. We'll learn about the clock. Still, you have to push for the battery. I just push. You sit. You can sit also. You take it. You don't know what to do. You have to push for it. Tighter. Okay, now this is the chess button. So if I close it, I cannot open it. Now this is the clock. Okay, you see? Now we on it here. There are different patterns. Okay. This one is 5 minutes. Can you see 5 minutes?
Yes.
So you can see the black side is here, white side is here. So where does the clock come?
Black side.
This black side is here.
We separately we'll play.
No, then. Now we have black side 5 minutes. White side 5 minutes. So now what happens is you can watch that. I made the first one. And before that we started. Now I made my first one. What's happening? Time is reduced 5 to 0 to 5 minutes to 0 to. So I made my move, I pressed my clock. Now your time is coming. Correct? I play. I play, I should press. Fine. Now what I did, wait. I made a move like this. But I didn't press my clock. You can wait, you can relax. So that's why take your time. Don't be in a hurry. This is not football.
If the
One second, I'm coming. This is not football. This is chess. Chess you need patience. You have to stand. This is like yoga. So if you are in a hurry, you will not learn also. So when I didn't press, you sit, relax. Act like nothing is happening. You are
we
deep.
will act like we're thinking.
That is what people do. I also do. Okay. So you should often will be thinking what's happened. Oh, he is making some plans, but the time is ready. So can you see my time? I have come to 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes. So you have,
When the time gets
you have all the
over,
time.
it will show that the time.
No, we'll see that. Okay, now I forgot to press the clock. Now what is happening is my time is reduced. Okay, let it be as it is. Okay, we'll put that right. So now what I am doing, I forgot to press the clock, the time is going. And what you are doing? You are seriously thinking. This is all you should learn. You are not cheating here. See, the cheating is different. When an opponent makes a mistake, you should act accordingly. Fine. So now my time goes to 0, that you can see. So when the time goes to 0, we will see how it is. Okay. First moves. What are the first moves we told? No, wait has to play first.
First move E4, D4,
Wait, once white's move. Okay. E4,
D4,
D4,
knight,
F3. Okay. This will automatically come when you keep writing notations. Okay, you got notebooks, be ready, you can write notations now. If you are playing a game, keep your notebooks ready. I am just waiting for the time to get to 0. So now we will work on these 3 moves, opening moves. Okay. Now, very basic things you can learn. You don't forget the clock, but let it go on. Now, when you play E4, okay, what do you expect opponent to play? E5. Okay. That is one. Wait.
They can move anything.
They can one.
D5.
Now I'll ask you one question. Only answer for the question. Now, who is better in the starting stage, white or black? White.
Because they will start the game.
They will start the game. Fine. You agree with me?
Yes.
Is white better or black better?
I
I tell black is better. Wait.
can get time and think.
Everybody, both of us got equal time. Both of us have got equal time. Nobody gets extra time. Only thing is white is starting first.
But the black can confuse.
Correct. Now black can choose the game he wants to play. White has made the first move. For example, now I am coming to what you're not listening. I am coming to hit you. Okay. Ready? I am coming to hit you. That's white's first move. Now what are you going to do?
Black leg.
You can block and you can hit me back. So that's the idea here. So you can change the whole game you can change. Forget the clock. Now you can play this move. What is the move called?
Decisive defense.
No, don't get confused. Tell me only the name of the
C6.
What? Tell the name of the move. You can see the square.
C6.
C6. As soon as this is played, it is called Caro Khan. You can see the video and write it down later, or you can ask me to tell you. E4, C6. It's called Caro Khan. C-A-R-O-K-A-W-N. Okay. Then E4, E6. It's called E6. What is this called?
E6.
It is called French defense. French defense means he is playing this game. So he is defending. So it's black's choice to choose the game.
They are protecting the pawn.
It's okay. We are only talking about the openings, just the basic openings. This is Carocam. This is, I'll ask you questions. French defense. C5. This is called
Sicilian.
This is your favorite Sicilian. Okay. Many people play this. Now you can see the time. How many seconds I've got?
2 seconds.
2 seconds. Now the flag. Can you see the flag here? The flag comes. That means I lost the game.
Now how will you start
Resetting is it? No, its game is over.
resetting this?
That's resetting. You can off it and on it again. Okay. Now the thing is, once the flag comes, I've lost the game. Whatever the position it is not wrong.
Even not checkmate.
It doesn't have to be checkmate. Time is very important. So now we will not play blitz. This 5 minutes game is 6. 5 minutes game is called blitz. Okay, we will play rapid. Rapid is 30 minutes or 40 minutes games.
We can set this for 40 minutes.
We can set all the settings are there already. It's all inbuilt. You can choose the timing. Whichever timing you want, you can choose.
40 minutes.
We can keep 30 minutes game and play. Okay? And what we should learn now is.
You and him and me.
No, we are not going to play that. I'm going to teach, I'll ask you questions. You will develop to my level. Whatever level I do, then you should play. No, you should not play. Okay? Understood the point? Now what we'll play is we'll play 1 hour game. Where I will train you, I will see how you perform. Fine. Take your notebooks and read it. We'll start. Hmm.
Can we drink some water?
Yes, you can always drink some water.
But we should only write. We should write.
He always tries to save the king.
Okay.
He's ready to sacrifice the king also.
King of Flag.
But I think he gives all his pieces for free to save it with me.
That's not possible. No, total theory is how to play the game properly. Okay. Now the clock is off. Now I will take one game for you. You keep your notes ready?
Yes.
Okay. So you also come. I will take one both of you. He's ready.
Very simple. He wants the clock near it.
No, the clock. Okay, we'll keep the clock here. You can press the clock. But don't focus on the clock. You have to focus on writing. Okay, be ready.
And I write precious if I hear something squeaky.
Okay, now get your questions. You got your notebooks ready, will not waste time. Now you have to, you also sit next to the clock. You can keep the clock. But whenever you keep the clock here, also, whenever you press the clock, don't bang it. That's all. Because generally people bang it. It's not good. It's not discipline.
Like this.
Just one finger. And keep the clock here, you can use it. That's, if you bang it, it will become waste.
No.
It will break. Okay. Now, keep your notes ready. Okay. You are going to be black. Okay. Now you are black and you have to win the game. Don't focus on writing. That is one point. Always focus on the game. Keep your notes aside. Keep the notes aside. We'll forget the clock. For this game, we'll forget the clock. We don't
This
need
time
it.
we don't need it.
Don't need. We are learning. Clock will come after some time. Bring it back. Okay. Now, this game is one of the best games that I teach people, which you can. It's an educational game, I would say. So now what I'm doing is I'm playing white. Now we have to play the winning moves for black. If it's the correct move, I'll tell. Okay. Now what are your options? Okay, I'll give you both three options. So you write my move d4. D4 you write. Small d, 4. Small d, 4. It's always small letter. Okay, now I want you both to not touch anything at all. That is the first thing in life. Keep the pen there. Focus on the board. I will see if you are getting my best three moves. So you can write your three choices. Whatever move you are telling, you can write it down. And then you should tell me.
We write it beside.
You write it here, this area. This is black's move, but you write your three moves here. 1, 2, 3. If he is ready, we'll see how quickly you are thinking. How smart you are. Have you got your three moves? Don't have to copy. Okay? That is okay. He is already. If you copy, no, you cannot do it. You have to think on it. Don't wait, let him. Have you finished? For these moves, only 1 minute time. So you have to not look at me, look at the board. Earlier I told you to look at me, now you have to only look at the board. Write your three options. No, don't touch him. Don't touch him at all. Everyone, I know when to give 1 minute, when to give 3 minutes, when to give 10 minutes also. So you have 1 minute.
Fish.
Okay. Now, what are your moves?
Knight C6.
Knight C6, okay. Keep it short. Knight C6. Then, you always keep it properly. Okay. Fine, okay. Your moves you should tell. You only got to
D5.
D5, okay.
E6.
E6, okay. Fine. Nothing wrong with the moves. Yours.
E5.
Why E5? Why E5?
No support.
E5, it's a bad move. At least not a good move. You are giving this. Pawn move.
No, we don't have anything in the center.
Immediately start. You are making opponent to get better. Okay, next move.
D5.
Okay, D5.
Knight F6.
Okay. I have to tell good answer. The correct answer is Knight F6. So you give yourself 1 point. You put the right to move here, also
I
move
have
here.
to move.
Yeah, you also have the right to move. Right to move.
F6.
Knight F6. N F6. Okay, that is the correct
This
move.
is D4 means P D4.
No, just D4. Small d. For pawn moves, you don't have to write anything. Just the square name.
So we have to write this move.
No, this is the right move. For this game, this is the correct move. Knight F6. Okay. Now everything can be thrown out. No touching. Keep everything. That's all. You have to focus. Keep the ball. No goals again. Don't think about writing. Now you should be ready. Now I am playing Knight D2. Same three options here. One minute time. You can write, no touching. There's nothing touch. Only writing three options. Next line, below, right here, 1, 2, 3, you write. Just cut that out. Cut that. This is over, cut it. No, cut it. Now you write, next three options you write. This is the game, listen. This is the game, this is your three options. If you get any point, you put 1 point. If you put 1 point here for you put 1 point. Oh, okay, put 1 point. No, not that, put here. Okay. Now what is this next three best moves? You got only three moves. Okay. Make the plan.
Last two. Last two.
No, you should be telling me the clear move. You mustn't think. After I wrote, you should show it on me.
E6. D5. Next. I only found three moves.
Okay, you tell me.
Two moves. C6.
C6. C6,
E6.
E6. Okay, now both of you didn't get any mark. The move played was E5. Last time you wrote, you made the right move at the wrong play.
We are
Now
also
that move is coming.
on for free.
Pawn for free. That's all idea is there. So that's what I am telling is education. So E5. Fine. Right, the right move. This is the move that was played.
E5.
E5. You should write white's move also, no? You can write. What is this move called?
Knight
Knight D2. Black played E5. Right? Black.
E2, E5.
Knight D2, white's move.
D2, E5. Here, Knight D2.
Knight D2, black's move is N D2, E5.
D2.
Okay.
Knight.
Okay, you don't write, you can copy this, you show your book. You only try the. So leave it. You don't write. Afterwards you can write because time will go for nothing. Now you show your game to him, let him go through. Now don't worry, just relax. Now what should white play here? No, don't write. Don't write. I want you to understand the concept here. Now, black's last move is this. What should white play?
Take the pawn.
Okay, that's it. These pawns are getting exchanged. He is taking. That's what he's doing. So, white got one pawn. Okay. So, already weakness for black. Now, write your three options. Write this move. This move is called, what is this move called?
Into
D into
E5.
E5, correct. Okay, now you write black's move. Three options. 1 minute time. Only write three. You don't have to ask anything. Just write black's best move. Three options. Now don't look at it, only look at the board. Enjoy, okay? Okay. You're not writing it.
I got a miss.
You should write it. I don't want your moves in mind. I want it to be written. Everything written on it. Okay. Okay, you have finished one move. Nothing else. Okay, leave. You tell me your moves.
Bishop C5.
You have to listen. After that, you will. Now don't write. Then he's got the answer, don't write. Okay. Bishop C5. Okay, then.
Knight C6.
Knight C6.
Knight G4.
Okay. In this, I'm asking question. He showed how many moves he showed? Three. What are the three? Tell me. That is one. Is that a good move?
Yes.
Is that a good move?
Then
Wait.
a good move.
Wait. For everything I'll ask you.
Developing the pieces.
I told you to develop your piece. But here, if you develop your piece, what happens? You are losing a piece. So, developing your, I don't know.
So my move.
Wait. Now your move's over. Don't worry. I told develop your pieces. But when your piece is under attack, if you develop your piece, what happens? That piece is gone.
So my move said.
Your move's not button. I'm just telling you. This move is a bad move. Because already we are having trouble here. Okay? So that is
Also
all.
have Knight G4.
Okay. Now, this is also not a good move because you want to attack here, but whereas already you are under attack. So, wait. No, you only listen. Now, if I take this, I'm getting a knight down. I got one pawn, one knight.
And we will have double pawns and
That is
also.
that's okay. No, I'm just telling. Only understand this. We are in this question. We are having a problem. How to solve the problem? That every time you solve the problem will go, life will become easy. Now, how to solve this problem?
Knight d5.
Knight d5 can come.
Knight G5.
Knight here can come.
My mind was pawn here, knight
No,
here.
not so much time to think. Now in this question, what is the best?
Knight G4.
Knight g4.
Knight
No.
D4.
Knight g4 is a good move.
Good move.
Right.
Because we're saving the knight and attacking the
Correct. Now you are saving the knight. So you have to concentrate. Don't look there. Is there anything there? Total knight should be here. It should be like this. No turning there. Okay. When I talk, you can listen. So our mind should be totally in the board. Now knight here, what is doing?
It's
It is
protecting itself and also.
correct. It is already protecting itself. But you can take the knight back also. Now what happens?
It's not
We
done.
wasted on it. We came outside, we went back. So this move, knight here, it is saving itself and also attacking this pawn. Okay, fine. No, I'll tell you.
But they won't.
Okay.
But they won't play the
No.
pawn.
We don't want to know they are nothing. We don't want anybody involved. We are only talking about this game. So we don't want to talk anything else. In this question, black came here, knight is here, attacking. So now what should white play? What white needs to play?
Knight F3.
Which knight F3? This knight or this knight?
This.
Because both the knights can come to F3. When both the knights can come to F3, this knight is in G. This knight is in,
D.
you can see that, it's on the side. So what we write is, if I write knight F3, we don't know which knight is moved. I move this knight.
Knight C. Knight
Knight
D.
B,
F6.
F3. You should focus. Okay. And if I move this knight,
Knight G. F6. F3.
F3. Don't.
Approach and write it.
You continue that. Don't write, you have to write that. Okay. So these are the two ways you can
Play.
play and save that pawn. Because you're already,
Why we are not taking the pawns to save means because we are also developing the pieces.
no, you don't confuse too much. Relax. So now this is a way to support this pawn. Or this is a way to support this pawn. Or you can support like this also. Support. Supported.
Yes.
Okay. But now, we're coming to the main story. Black, after this move, knight came there, black played a move. Okay. Black thought, white thought I will kick this knight.
In black, this.
So I do not never touch. Rule number one.
Never touch.
Rule number one.
Never touch.
Never touch. Only I should focus. Okay. Now, white is chasing the knight. Now, right hand. What is this move called? You wrote this move.
H3.
You wrote this black's move.
G.
Knight. No, you don't leave it. When I tell the option, that time you write.
Knight G.
Knight g4.
After.
No, don't ask anything. Focus. Now, white played
H.
H3, right? Now you don't have to talk. You have to tell write the next move. Black's move. No talking. Only write your answer. You can see the board and write your answer. Black's.
Starting
No.
something confused me because.
You now write black's best move. Three options you can write.
Or black.
Yes, no, it is black smooth. White player is black smooth. You can take 2 minutes time. Only focus on the board. There is no need to talk. Only focus on the board. When you write, when I ask you to show, you should show me the move. Then you don't get confused. You've written all the 3 moves? Okay. Have you written how many moves you've written? How many? 2. Okay, let's show me your 2 moves. What are they?
Knight E5.
Knight?
Knight into E5.
Knight into E5. Okay. Then?
Knight H6.
Knight H6. Okay. Then?
That's what he has done.
Okay, your moves.
Bishop C5.
Again, you are under attack. Again, you
I
make
thought that only
No,
one.
no, you don't want to talk. No?
Knight into
Okay, see, wait. When your turn comes, you should talk. So you will not, you can make others also turn. Now, this move is again a mistake. When you keep making the mistakes again and again, you will lose the game. So we are trying to avoid the mistakes. Now, here is under attack. So if you bring it here, already one pawn is taken, one more knight will take. So I got how many points?
4.
4 points. Easily I can bring it from there. Okay, next move. Next move.
Knight into E5.
Knight into E5. Then next move.
Knight C6.
And again same mistake. So you've already seen your mistakes. You're repeating mistakes. Overdoing the mistakes, what will happen? We will not develop. Okay, feeling sleepy. Okay. If you want, you will go for freshen up. Okay, now all the moves are on. Again, I'll give you 3 chances. Don't do the same moves again. Again, take 3 different chances to write.
This one.
No, don't do that. Again, you take your 3 different chances. So you got only 1 point so far. You didn't get any points. Again, you can write 3 moves.
But the match,
Don't-
notation has
Don't. You write 3 moves for this move. I will tell you when to ask you questions. Okay? This was the last move. It is getting kicked. I told her it's chasing back. So, what were your 3 options? Don't do the options again. Change those moves and do. Think all the 64 squares. You have to write. There's no need to talk. You have to only write. No telling moves. If you tell the moves, you know. So you don't have to only write. No, you can keep that. You can just keep this. Just keep it there and write them. You will not see that. You will not interested. No. You're not interested.
He's
You are
writing an exam.
Not at all. You got a move? You got a move? Tell me.
Knight into F2.
Knight into F2. What will happen?
King will take.
King will take. Again?
No, the king can pass it. No, bad exchange.
Has lost a piece.
Now we can play it here and check.
Play it then. Go. Go back.
Queen is gone.
Not gone. Go. You have to go back. Okay, so that is not good. I want you to think again. This is the question. Okay? This is where your thinking level will grow. Okay? So, how much do you need to think? No touching, no touching, no talking. There is no touching, no talking. Only writing the quotations. You can write your notes. If it's mistake, no problem. If you make a mistake, if you write a bad note, no problem. I will explain, teach you. Okay, you cannot find out? Both of you cannot find out. So this is how I teach. I will teach you what you cannot think. Generally, you know what to play. Generally, you know how to play. What moves in. No touching, no touching. No touching. Take hand. Out, hands out, hands out. Hands should not be there. Only eyes as to work. When I ask, we give the answer. So now what I am doing is, I am teaching you something that you cannot think. Understood? You are seeing a board, nearly 10 minutes have gone. But we are not able to find it. Okay? Now, black has to play. We had how many round moves? How many round moves for this? We had? Tell the number. No touch.
Two wrong.
How many round moves?
2 for black.
For this you made this move, something around you did. So we had like 4 or 5 round moves. Say 4 or 5 round moves you made. Now, what you cannot think, I'm making you think here. Can you see? Now, black plays right move. First, right move, right.
I copy the whole game.
Write this move only.
But because in the middle, in the second move, I got confused.
No problem. Now, you wrote this move.
But we are losing the piece of.
Okay. Now, black has played this move. Okay, you do one thing. You don't write, just leave it here. Okay. Focus. Now, already black is on pawn 1. But he is playing this move. Now, what is this move doing? No. Hand should not.
I can take.
You can only talk. Hand should not touch the piece.
The pawn will take means it's the diagonal of the king.
It's not a correct answer. Now, what is the knight doing?
Double attack. Attacking the bishop and the queen.
It's attacking the bishop is so. It's attacking the queen is the wicket. The queen is the major piece. There's only 3 points and 9 points. And so they are not worried about attacking the bishop. It is attacking the queen. So, what will white do?
Take the knight. Capture it. Capture the knight.
Capture it. So, he has to capture. If he doesn't capture, the queen is winning. How many ways to capture this?
1 way.
Oh.
1.
So he wants to capture. Right? So he is capturing.
No, the pawns are lying.
No. We are not only talking about.
But now I got to move.
Wait, no. Don't be hurry. No. He wants to save the queen. So he is capturing. If he doesn't capture and replace, say some random or something else, queen is gone. Queen is gone. Okay, so what black did? He is sacrificing his sleeping. Sacrificing his knight. Why?
For keeping a checkmate.
He has got a plan. No, always don't tell checkmate. Wait. He's got a plan. No, you tell me now.
When the pawn takes this, the pawns are laid, and another thing is, it's diagonal of the king. The queen can come and keep.
Okay. Now, this pawn is gone. This knight is gone. Now, what is best move for black? 1 minute time. You can write. Now, who has to play? Write the best three options for black.
The game I don't know.
No. Now black's turn.
I'll write this move.
Yeah, you have to write this one. You have to write black's turn. You don't have just to go a little back. The board is getting covered. Fine, okay. Black's best move. Only 1 minute. Now watch all the 64 squares.
I found out the
You wrote. Tell me.
I only had 115 minutes.
Sure. Tell me.
Alright, export checkmate.
What is checkmate? Correct. So that is all checkmate. Okay. No, wait. Queen export, check. Okay, you didn't write, no problem.
I wrote
What you wrote?
the options writing.
No, it's okay. This is the right one.
Bishop.
No, it's on. Okay. Now the best move is.
Bishop.
No, it's over. So the best move is queen check. So right there. Queen h4 check. Plus. Plus nice. Good.
But for checkmate, red
Queen h4 check. When you are in check, what you have to do?
block the check. No.
The hand should not never go back. Fold hands. Fold hands. Okay. Hand should not come. When I ask question, give the answer. Otherwise, you will not develop. So when you are in check, what you have to do?
Block the check.
Block the check. Or
Capture the piece which is giving check.
capture the piece if it's giving, which is giving check. Then
Move the king to safe square.
move the king to a safe square. Otherwise, what is that?
Illegal. Blunder.
When you are in check, either move the king to safety, or block the check, or
Capture the piece.
capture the piece which is giving check.
I got
If not, no, I don't want to. If not, it is
Many.
checkmate. If you cannot do all the three of things, any of the three of the options, it is checkmate, game over. Now we are to check. What is the first option?
Capture check.
Hmm?
Capture.
Okay. Do we have a capture here? No capture. So that is out of the list. Next option,
Block.
block. Do we have a block?
Yes.
Show me. Okay, block.
Huh?
The check is here. Okay, block. Third option,
Move the king to a safe.
do we have a square to move? No.
But
So, no. Only answer when I ask question. So to focus on the board. In the three options, we have only two options out of this. So now what is the next option?
mount
How?
the G3.
Write it down. That is the move. That is the only small g.
No.
Wait. No. We'll come to the question. Now who has to play?
Black.
Okay. Write black's move. Don't talk. Only write the move. It's okay. If he sees, he will not develop. When you see that, you will not develop. You can just write it. Don't have to see. Okay. Okay. Only one. Okay, so you are very easy, very obvious.
G3.
What?
G3, yeah. Into G3.
What into? Wait. What into G3? No, don't. I don't. Yeah, never bring that.
Queen into G3.
Queen into G3.
Checkmate.
Check. Or finish. Or finish.
Only one knight to develop.
See, this is equal. He gave a knight. So this is about sacrifice. Look at me. This is about sacrifice. 3 points is given. Why?
For checkmate.
To checkmate. Oh, beautiful. Did you learn something today? This is okay.
Last time in chess, I was playing one legal mate. It was one lesson where the queen was pinned. We moved the knight and they took the queen. But legally, before we sent them from castle and beat him. Before
Now we'll forget everything, old stories we'll forget. We don't want anything. We are starting fresh today. Okay, if you're learning like this every day with me, I can show changes. 6 months you can go for world championship. World level, not world championship.
national levels.
You can go directly international. I will train you and you can show this game to your dad. See, you have to.
I can show.
If you don't write it correctly, you will not be able to show your dad.
But I did.
No, it's okay. You don't write. You only give me the
Go
answer.
and copy.
You have to get a new notebook. These are all write neatly. This is not rich, right? So this game is okay. So what do you
Score sheet means be overall.
Just write it notebook. You can write it. Don't
Shows
get a notebook like this. Write it. Okay.
like
No.
this, like this
Get
scores.
a notebook like this. Yeah. There you can write. And show your outline. Okay. How is this game? Beautiful game.
Yes.
Who can show me the full game now? No, I'll count that. Wait. So when you write notations, get a red pen if you want
Yes.
to mark the important things. So what's your name? So what was this?
Ishwar.
Just a big game. So move. Whites move. E4. Black E5. That's all. This space you can write. You don't need one full page. This is the space to write. 2. Something happening now?
Actually, this one is knight f6.
That's okay, leave it. Now, number 2. What move? D4. D5. This is how it. And then in the end result, white wins 1-0. Black wins 0-1. Draw. If it's a draw,
0-0.
half. Totally 1 point for a game. White wins.
Draw happens means nobody can play anymore.
White wins.
Stalemate means
White wins. How do you write the score?
1-0.
1-0. Black wins.
0.
Draw.
Half.
Stalemate. Draw. Both are same. It is half. Each will get out of 1 point. You get half.
Now we can play a game with the trainer.
No, that's not no. First learn it.
Tomorrow.
We'll play. We'll first you should learn. Then only after learning. Without learning, if you play what is yours. You will know only what you know. You play. That will not bring out. Now we have to see who can show me the game for you. No, close your notebook. Close your notebook. You also close your notebook.
But I didn't do it.
Okay, close the notebook. My point is closing the notebook. Keep your notebook away.
But I don't remember the game.
We'll see who can show. You have to show first. What's first one? Okay, D4. You should tell the move loud so the camera can also hear. Knight F6. Fine.
So I forgot the thing for you.
I don't know. If you remember what you remember, only ask. That's why I told you to focus. If you talk, then you will not learn. Only focus. If you keep talking, then you will not understand what I am telling you. So what you do is totally concentrate. What was the next move that came?
Knight D2.
Good, very good. Then what did black play?
E5.
E5. What did white do?
D into E5.
Beautiful. So we should. You say you, that means you're not concentrating, right?
Black played knight G4.
Okay. With the idea of
Saving itself and attacking.
attacking. Wonderful. Yes.
White played H3.
Mistake. That's a mistake. By you, not by you. Mistake by white. Okay. Now what did black do?
Black played knight E3.
93. Now, here is the idea. If black plays anything else, white plays anything else, If not capturing, the queen is going. So white wants to take the knight. Take it.
So, black plays F into E3.
White plays F into E3. Okay.
Into E3.
Okay. Now comes the Rani.
Checkmate thread.
Checkmate thread. Check.
Check. Queen
Then.
H4 check.
Queen H4 check. Only move. You should tell only move.
Only move
Nothing.
on G.
Not pawn G. G3.
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 Queen into G3 check.
What a game. Well done. You learned something beautiful.
Now I also remember.
Okay. Now you remember. Now what you should do is wait. Now you don't show. No, don't show. You have already seen once. Now, now you don't show. What I want to do is this game you should write it in a fresh notebook. Put today's date. Leave 10-20 pages for what I taught you today. Maybe you can sit with your mommy and tell the points what I taught you today. And in the 21st page or leave 25 pages.
We should buy it like this.
Like this. That is fine. Okay. Leave 25 pages and then you write this game. Game number 1, today's date. You just write white versus black. Don't have to write any names because you're not paying anybody. So black wins. So how you write the score?
0, 0, 1.
0, 1.
0 dash 1.
0, 1. That's a 0. So this is now it's not required. Now this you should do by tomorrow evening. Fine.
Tomorrow.
No problem. We'll discuss. You should when you get time. You can. What you do tomorrow evening? Monday to
We have
homework. So next week we'll get. Now how much time? You have 9:17:45. 7:45. 7:45.
So we can play one game with the timer.
Timer you want to play?
How we should on? 2 games we play.
Okay. Now what you can do is
Me and you, he and you.
no, I will not play because if I play with you, your level should be improved. You should make it.
Now I have a doubt. If you keep the timer at home, how we are supposed to use the timer?
Timer is very simple. On it here.
Where is the button?
It's here. Once you press it on, then you can select the mode. Okay.
5 minutes is there.
There are different modes. Okay, then you can go. You can see it's 2, 3, 5. This is a different set of mode. Okay. You can do your settings.
Today give us
This was the no. Okay, this is setting up. Okay, now it's on. So the battery is down. Okay, now we can go 6, 7, 8, 12. So you can set up your timing here. You can start. There are different setups here. You can see that. If you keep one, it's all written here.
I think magnifying glass.
It's small. Now if you keep 2, now if you start.
Just we are going at the class is
No,
going to
if
be
you-
over at 8 o'clock.
No, 1 second. If you start here, 25 minutes time.
Okay.
Wait, rapid time. We're not playing, wait. So,
So
don't be
as
nervous.
soon as we press this and we press that side,
No, before start here again, you should press here. So my time is started. Can you see White's time is running?
yes.
Okay,
Okay,
White's.
I'll come that
No, you
side.
don't have to come. White's time is running. I'm showing the camera. Sit. So now my time is started. Okay, I can show the notebook. You go to that. So White's time is running, so I play E4. And I should press the clock.
We play E5.
That's all. Say anything, right? That's all. I
Now
think the
we both
battery.
can play.
You can play. Now you don't have to, now you have to learn. Leave the clock for something. What are the things you should learn? You want one more game with this? You want to learn something or you want to just simply play? Simply play it's okay. You should learn at least 100 games, 1000 games with
Because
this.
we just want to see, just want to relax ourselves while play a game.
Then you can, after I go, you can play. I don't want to see sitting. Initially, no techniques, no games. When this game was going on, you should show technique. I'll show you one more example. Are you ready to think, or you only want to time pass? You want to think like a genius, or you want to time pass? Playing just move, leap over, leap, and same moves. You want to do the thing, or you want to do genius? Which one?
Genius.
Genius.
First genius, then
Then
time.
time pass is no use. Your time waste, my time waste. So when we want to become world champion, if you do time pass at
But
home,
after we learn some, we should also play games.
that is not that time when you should play.
But
Now you
every
should-
time when the timer is off, we have to keep white side will be on top like pressing.
that I will teach. I think the battery is off. I will change the battery sometime. Speed down.
Or else we'll buy electric.
Yeah,
We
bring
just
it,
bought
bring it.
one day.
Okay, now you want to go through one more game or we'll close? You saw the game? Did you see the game? Do you want to see a game like that or we'll finish? If you want to play, you can go home and play later.
We'll finish and we will take for next day.
Okay, so now
Next
this,
time when we are coming,
next time when you are free, you can. Okay, you can just wait here. I will lock the class. Okay, now that is done.